happiness hit her like a train on a track. Coming towards her. Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father. All your sisters and brothers. Leave all your love and your lonely behind. You can't carry it with you if you want to survive. The dark days are over.
Take this off. Oh shit. Okay, so obviously 100 subscribers and 10 videos made might not seem like a huge success, and by most metrics it's not. But to any creator or person starting something new, I think it's a huge accomplishment, and there's an underlying message here. Starting something new, whether that be a new hobby, a new job, a routine, a new relationship, really anything, is objectively one of the hardest things to do because it requires change. I find that there's always one emotion that sticks out from the others, and that is fear. And I say that because I've experienced that for everything I just listed. Okay, hold on, my cat is locked in the bedroom. Hold on. Your Highness, you may come out, but now he's gonna eat the confetti. Hold on. Okay, where was I? As I'm sure everyone knows, fear is such a strong emotion, and it's one of, if not the biggest, barrier to starting something new. So I wanted to talk about 5 emotions that I personally dealt with when starting this YouTube channel. And before I do that, I actually wanted to ask anyone watching this, what is something that you've wanted to start but haven't yet? Comment below. Okay, so here's you on one side of a cliff, and on the other is success. If you want to achieve this success, you're gonna have to cross this gap right there in the middle, that gap. Now, I'd guess that anyone standing at the edge of a cliff, unless you're like Alex Honnold or something, you're not sure if you'll make it, maybe it's too hard, you aren't ready yet, the list goes on. But you have to jump, and with every jump that you don't succeed, you get back up and try again, learning a little more with each failed attempt. Slowly, you start to realize that success isn't about getting it right the first time, but about persistence and learning from failure. So after so many failed attempts, you realize there's probably an easier way to get across this, like building a bridge. The point is, if you keep going, you'll eventually find a way to succeed. Oh, the fear of judgment. Everyone has an opinion, and unfortunately sometimes some of those opinions are negative. People might say things like, "That's dumb," but their judgment often reflects their own insecurities. It's easy to let those voices get to you, but the key is to stand tall and be confident in your own abilities. These people right here, these people. Remove them from your life because they don't contribute anything positive to you and your ambitions. You have to ignore the haters and bystanders who are too afraid to do it themselves. Be bold, stand out, and don't let the opinions of others hold you back. At first, learning something new can feel confusing and paralyzing. Remember learning to ride a bike? Yeah, that shit was hard, but we all learned, and now dogs can even ride bikes. Good boy! So that's this bumpy garbage area here. It'll be tough, and there's a huge learning curve to anything you have no experience in. But we are naturally curious, and our brains literally have the ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. What the fuck does that even mean? I have no idea, but our brains do it while we're learning. The more time and effort you put into learning something, your rate of success becomes exponential. The more you practice and learn, the more progress you'll see, even if it doesn't happen right away. The key is to stay consistent and keep improving. Success builds over time. Being vulnerable means showing your true self, which obviously that can feel risky, but at the same time, it's essential for building genuine connections. When you share your thoughts, emotions, and fears, you open yourself up to growth and trust, both personally and with others. So once you eventually break out of your protective bubble, you kind of discover how powerful vulnerability is. It's how we create deeper relationships, connections with people, and authenticity. I left this one for last because, well, I believe it's something we all experience. We can make up a million excuses to not do something. And that first step may look big, but to get to the top, you always have to take the first step. Once you start climbing, the rest gets easier. Steps get smaller and the journey becomes more manageable. Take that first step. I've been wanting to be more creative and make content for probably over a decade, but I always always shut down that idea because of all the fears associated with it. Fun fact, I still haven't really told anyone about this YouTube channel because I wanted to eliminate the fear of judgment. And that's what I did. And it was one of the steps that kind of helped me start. The combination of fear, self-doubt, and maybe even just questioning if anyone would even care to watch these videos. But once I started pushing through and realizing that those fears actually build resilience, I found enjoyment in the process and began learning how to let go of those fears. I think creating content, and also just with a lot of things, it's often about growing into that confidence and realizing that each step you take helps you improve regardless of the outcome. So like I said at the beginning of this video, 100 subscribers is by no means a huge success. I think anyone who starts a channel can achieve that, but the important thing is you just have to start. Be consistent, you have to enjoy the process and appreciate growth no matter how small it is. Celebrate the small wins, even if they're tiny wins. Starting is the hardest part, but once you do, it only gets easier. I promise you that. Road to 1,000 subscribers? Maybe. I'll see you in the next one.